Welcome back, RealVacantLand.com. This is Luke Smith. I've got another property for you. This one is in San Diego. It's not very far from where I live. It's got, I drove over here, took some pictures. These are my pictures of this property. And so let's, I'll show you this one. Let's take a look at it. This is an actual picture in the background. The neighbors have kind of like, the neighbor on this side has been doing some gardening and things, taking care of the property. So it's well maintained. And if we were to walk a little further out on this property, you can see some spectacular views out over the valley. This area has a lot of big boulders, and they build the houses around these boulders. And it's like a status symbol to have one of these boulders in your front yard or in your backyard, and you got to structure the house around it. So you'll see some of those down the hill too on this property. But if you look around, like over back here, if you were there in person, you'll see some houses leaning off a cliff, like hanging onto boulders, like bolted to boulders. And this property doesn't have as much boulders as some of the others, but it's got some. So let's jump into it on the website. So we're on RealVacantLand.com. It's got my name and number up here, and we're asking $230,000 for this one. It is San Diego. It's up to 15. It's north of Escondido. It's in a golf community. It's a well-established community. There's houses on both sides of this property. I'll show you more pictures here as we go. So here's some of the boulders. There's a couple boulders on the property as you get further back into it. Here's one. Here's one. Here's I believe that's an oak tree. And so you could build on this shelf, this area, probably like a walkout basement kind of scenario house, looking out over this valley like the neighboring house does. I think I have some pictures of the neighboring house. There's a hair of the neighboring house over here, but the neighboring house on that side is looking out over the valley too. So here's a shot from above. So that neighboring house that looks out over the valley is this one here. We're just seeing this corner of the property, and we were looking at this part of the property here, and this whole area here is the property. And here's the neighbor that's been taking care of the property, overlooking it too. So all these houses are built out over this valley looking down this way. And the houses over here, like the other side of this valley, are built on some major boulders and just boulders all over the place. Let's see if I can pick out, like this house here, like look at the boulder next to this house. And is it this one? I believe if you go just driving down this street, like one more house there, like that house just at the top corner, their front yard's got a massive boulder, like boulder the size of a school bus or something in the front yard, right? This neighborhood is a lot of those boulders. Let's see if we can see it from this angle. I'm not pointing them out so well, but you get the idea. I'm setting the tone, right? So here's the driveway. It's got utilities, sewer, water, power are all there in the road. So you just got to figure out the architecture of what kind of house you're going to build on this shaped property, and hook up the utilities, and you're ready to go. It's an infill lot. It's in between houses all the way around. This is one of the last lots in the neighborhood that hasn't been developed yet. There's a couple others. I'll get into other ones that are for sale and the prices and stuff. This one's 0.36 acres. You can see the whole community surrounding it. Okay, so let's go down to the maps. I've got maps here. Looks like this thing's just posted on the website. Looks like we already got 200 people looking at it. So here's the driveway, and there's a little bit of a hill. It comes up the hill here. So it comes up the hill here, and then you're sitting on a hill looking out over everything. And you can see how this house is kind of one story when you drive into the back. They've got the driveway coming up to it, and then the house is built into the hill, and it's sticking out. They've got the downstairs looking out over the valley too, because the way the hill is shaped. This house, I can't really tell what they're doing there. Maybe it was a little flatter on that property than these ones. But a lot of these other ones, the other side of this valley here, if I move this over, I can reach them a bit. Yeah, so these houses overlooking this valley are built so you drive into the top floor, and you've got a bottom floor underneath it that takes advantage of it. So this valley goes downhill this way, and you can see out all over the place. As we zoom out, I'll show you where we're at in San Diego in relation to San Diego. So I'll leave the cursor on the property. So the property is there with that little hand, right? This is the 15 freeway going north-south. North would take you to Temecula. South would take you to Escondido. Further south would take you to San Diego. So if we zoom out some more, I'll get this a little bit more in reach. So here's iconic San Diego Bay, San Diego downtown, and 15 freeway. Let's see if I can thread it going up this way. So there's 15 freeways. This would be like Mira Mesa and stuff, and then Escondido, and then the property. And I live like just off where I can't reach over there. So I'm pretty close over here, wherever I'm close over here somewhere. The property's over there. And this is like La Jolla and San Diego, for reference, if you're trying to figure out where this property's at. And Mexico border, like at the bottom. You can see the line right there. You see how it goes from development to nothing? That's the border. So there's the property. We've got it, I think it's a $500 down payment if you want to hold this thing, but I've got a realtor that's working on it, doing paperwork. Andy Crane, he's really good at figuring out financing to customize it to your scenario. I can get you his name and number, or if you look on the internet at different places, you'll see it come up. Like we've got Zillow, Redfin, Realtor, Trulia website links up there. If you click on it over there, you're going to see this one on those websites. 230 grand is what we're asking. And open to offers. There's GPS coordinates. There's GPS coordinates of the whole property. But if you click on that GPS coordinates over there, the green version, you click on that in your phone, it'll give you driving directions over to go look at the property. R1's rural one, it's just residential. Zoning, $600 a year taxes. And yeah, there you go. Okay, I wanted to pull up the market. So I pulled up on Zillow just because everybody's used to Zillow, right? Okay, so the neighborhood we're talking about, let me get this a little bit more into reach. So there's this neighborhood here. And so there's some down here, they're asking 250. There's one over here, this 195 is not mapped. I can't find that one. It's just floating in space. I don't think it's really there. I think it's further out in the middle of nowhere. There's one over here that's 150. This 150, I've seen this one in the past, and if I got the right one in mind, there's one in this neighborhood that's like a little triangle lot that's going to be really hard to use because of the setbacks. And then there's another one out this road, but I think this one is the one that's out this way. That's a big steep hill. It's like going straight up, no view hill. Like you're starting at the bottom, looking up a hill. It's a different kind of animal. And then there's 297. That's probably your best. I think this is the best competition to it. And they're asking 297. I'm asking 230. And so this one, you're getting views out over everything. They did a better job of taking pictures of the views. And they've got houses on either side, and they've got a road there. And I think this is the best comp in the area of comparable to the one that I've got. There's a bunch of golf courses in the area, like they're pointing out. So competition asking 279. I'm asking 230. Basically 50 grand under the competition. And if you zoom out over the area, there's lots of other stuff for sale and different kinds of trades and things. But if you look at the trades that have happened in the neighborhood, I think we're right in line on the lower end of what's been trading in that area. Okay, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. This is, let me find the right button. This is Luke Smith at RealVacantLand.com. See you in the next one. Bye.